Hi everyone! So in this video we are going to be making Mangalorean style crab curry. This is one of those traditional authentic Mangalorean dishes which are really delicious because it has such a particular blend of spices that I think everyone can enjoy. So let's begin. Alright, so again, I'm using a king crab, which is very large, but you can use any kind of crab you have. Since mine's very large, I've broken it into pieces like this so that it'll be easy to immerse in the water or the curry later on. And then once I've done that, I'm going to soak it in fresh water for about 10 minutes and make sure I wash this really thoroughly. As for our ingredients for the curry, we will need 1.5 cups of shredded coconut, 4 tablespoons of coriander or dhania seeds, 16 to 18 dry red chilies, you can adjust this based on your spice preference, 3 cardamoms and a 1-inch piece of a cinnamon stick, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and a 1/2 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seeds and a 1/4 inch piece of ginger, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and salt to taste, 1 small chopped onion, and for the tadka we will need 10 to 12 curry leaves, 5 to 6 garlic cloves, and 1 tablespoon of tamarind, which we are going to soak in water. Alright, so now we're going to start preparing to make our curry. So use just a splash of oil on low heat to start dry roasting our coriander seeds, cumin seeds, fenugreek seeds, and mustard seeds. Also add in the cardamoms and the cinnamon stick. And we're just going to dry roast this until it's a nice golden brown and you'll really start to smell that nice aroma. Once they're nicely roasted, we're just going to place it into our grinder because we're going to be grinding this into a nice curry paste later on. So for now, just let it sit in the grinder because we have a few more things to add. Next, you're going to dry roast your ginger, garlic, and onions until they're a nice golden brown. Just as a quick reminder, remember, do all of your dry roasting of these ingredients on low heat because we don't want them to burn. So once we're done with our ginger, onion, and garlic, we're going to place that into our grinder as well. So we can now move on to dry roasting our dry red chilies, and again on low heat. Once our dry red chilies are done, we can place these into the grinder as well, and we're going to add a little bit of that tamarind water. If you see that this water is now flavored with the tamarind, but make sure not to add in any of the actual tamarind seeds, just the water. And then we're going to grind this into a nice paste. You can see that the consistency is initially a little thicker, but we still have a few things to add, so we're going to add in a little more water later on to make this more of a curry. Next, we're going to dry roast our shredded coconut until it's nice and golden brown, and you'll really smell that nice aroma. Alright, so now that our coconut is done, we're going to add all of it into our grinder again, and just a little bit more tamarind water, and we're going to grind this. So once we've ground in the coconut as well, we're also going to add in 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and you should add as much tamarind water as necessary to get this to the right consistency, and then grind this again. So you can see this is the consistency we want to have, where it's not too thick and it's a little bit more liquidy. So once you have that, we can pour our curry masala mixture into a big pot like this. And then we're going to add some water into the grinder so that we don't leave any of that masala behind. You know, we really want to clean out whatever masala is left in the grinder. And then we're going to add as much water as necessary to fully immerse the crab. So you can see the size of your crab. Mine is very large, so I'm going to need more water. If yours isn't as large, you'll need less. So just use your judgment as to how much you need to fully immerse the crab. Mix it well, and at that point you can start boiling the curry, and once it's at a boil, we're going to add in salt as per your own taste, and then we're going to be able to add in our crab. So when you are putting in your crab, make sure you're fully immersing it in the curry so that it can really capture all of those flavors. And like I said before, I'm using king crab, so it's very large, and I know it may look different from yours, but you can use any kind of crab. The only thing is if yours is smaller, definitely adjust the cooking time based on your own judgment. So I'm going to cook this with the lid on high heat for 30 minutes until it's fully cooked. You may need less time than that. And every few minutes or so, we're just going to stir the curry, coating all of the crab. While we cook that, we're going to prepare our tadka by heating up a little less than half a cup or a third cup of oil and adding in our curry leaves. Once it's nice and hot and our crab is fully cooked, we're going to pour that into our curry and give it a good mix. At this point, it's pretty much done. You're just seeing that I'm coating the crab really nicely again. And we're going to turn off the heat, put the lid on, and let this sit for at least an hour. But honestly, the longer you let it sit, the tastier the crab meat is going to be, because all of those juices, the masala, the spices, it's all really going to be absorbed by the crab meat really well. So as you can see, our Mangalorean crab curry is ready to enjoy. I recommend eating this with some white rice and enjoy the authentic flavors of Mangalore in your own home. If you enjoyed this recipe, definitely check out my Mangalorean shrimp sukka recipe as well. It's linked in the card above and in the description below. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and give it a big like. Comment down below with any questions or requests you may have. Subscribe for future recipes and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we post. Thanks for watching!